Hello everyone, welcome to TNBC News. We are very excited about our event that's getting ready to happen. Elisha School of Ministry presents Ministering to Your Pastors Conference on February the 22nd at 7 o'clock p.m. and February the 23rd at 10 o'clock a.m. On February 22nd at 7 o'clock p.m., we're going to have our guest messenger, Dr. Jonathan Carter, who is the pastor of Salome Church International in College Park. Also on that night, we're going to have Dr. Frank Kennedy, executive pastor of New Mount Olive Baptist Church in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Our choir for the evening will be TNBC Mass Choir, and also Abundant Praise Team Youth will be ministering through dance. On February the 23rd, on that Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m., our guest lecturer will be Dr. Frank Kennedy. Registration begins at 9 o'clock a.m. on February 23rd. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call our church office at 706-291-8132. And also, you'll be able to get more additional information from there. On today, I have two awesome special guests. Our first guest for the day will be Reverend Cody Dean. And then after that, our very own pastor, Reverend Dr. H. Bernard Young Sr. is going to come, and they're going to give us some insight on what Ministering to Your Pastor Conference is going to bring and how it's going to minister to your lives. I hope you guys enjoy. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much, Sharon Burdett, for that wonderful introduction. My name is Reverend Cody Dean. I'm here to give you insight on why and how you should minister to your pastor. Why should you minister to your pastor? 97% of pastors are falsely accused, they are betrayed and hurt by trusted friends. 70% of those pastors battle depression. 7,000 churches close each year. 1,500 pastors quit each month. 10% will retire as pastors. 80% of pastors feel discouraged. 94% of those pastors' families feel the pressure, the squeeze of ministry. 78% of pastors have truly no friends. And 90% of pastors report working 55 to 75 hours per week. That is why we should minister to our pastor. Now, I just told you why we should, but how are we to minister to our pastors, Cody? How are we to minister to those who minister to us? Well, let me drop some knowledge on you real quick. First of all, you need to pray for your pastor. Secondly, give specific feedback after their sermons. They need your insight on how to better present the message to them so they can fully take it in. Send a gift card for a meal. Begin tithing or increase your giving. But it ain't all about money. Offer to help your pastor. Send an encouraging text or email. Invite someone to church and let your pastor know. Let your pastor know that you won't be there. Be Sunday morning worship or Bible study. Challenge your pastor to take some time off. Speak highly of him and the church. Invite your pastor to lunch. Take your pastor out. He or she needs that one-on-one time with their members. Volunteer for a role at the church. Send your pastor a card or some type of gift for thanks and appreciation. Give your pastor a book. Love on your pastor. Pray for your pastor, not pray on your pastor. Love on your pastor. And also attend Sunday morning worship, revivals, Bible studies. You just don't know how effective that is for your pastor to see you in the house. How can you say you are a member if you never come? So please, that is how you are able to minister to your pastor. That's all I got to say. May God bless you and may heaven smile upon you.
how you've been greeted. You've heard the whys and the hows to minister to your pastor on the 22nd of this month, and also on the 23rd. We will have our Ministering to Your Pastor conference. This is not your typical expository preaching conference. This is a Ministering to Your Pastor conference. So many pastors are hurting, bleeding, and want to give up on ministry. Some even want to give up on family. This conference is detailed to teach congregations on how to minister to their pastors. Pastors pour out consistently and constantly, and oftentimes they are the ones who are drained. But this conference will teach congregations on how to pour back into their pastors. And once they do that, that can be an equal status of how church could be balanced, and also how not only pastors minister to congregations, but also churches minister to their pastor. So come out on the 22nd and 23rd. We have Drs. Jonathan Carter, who's the pastor of the Siloam Church in College Park, Georgia, and also Pastor Frank Kennedy, who's the executive pastor of the New Mount Olive Church in Fort Lauderdale. So please come out and share in this momentous occasion, not an event, but an encounter, as we teach churches how to minister to their pastor. This is not just for Thankful, this is for the entire city of Rome, Georgia, and neighboring counties and cities. So be bold enough to invite, and not only invite your pastor, but you come yourself, because this is especially designed for lay people, that they should know how to minister to their pastor. Take care. This is Pastor H. Bernard Young, Sr., the pastor of the Thankful Baptist Church here in the beautiful city of Rome, Georgia. Take care, and let's learn how to minister to our pastors. God bless you.
Thank you, Reverend Cody Dean, and thank you, Pastor H. Bernard Young, for your insight on Ministering to Your Pastor conference. We want to remind you that on February 22nd, the Minister to Your Pastor conference begins at 7 o'clock p.m., and on February 23rd, the registration begins at 9 o'clock a.m., and the workshop begins at 10 o'clock a.m. Please, everyone, come out to Minister to Your Pastor's conference. It's going to be a blessing. I'm telling you, it's going to change your lives and change your thought process on what your role is as a church, to where you can be a blessing to your pastor. Once again, thank you so much for watching TNBC News. We pray and hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you.